Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari. Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Krishna Rukmani, Jai Satyabhama, Krishna Rukmani, Jai Satyabhama. Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Vishnupad Paramhans Parviraj Kacharya Astottara Satas Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON BBT founder Acharyas of the whole world Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Grantaraj Srimad-Bhagavatam ki. Vind Devi Tulsi Maharani ki. Sri Krishna Rukmani Satyabhama ki. Sri Gaur Nitai ki. जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 1st, entitled First Step in a God Realization, Text 25th. अंडको से शरीरे अस्मिन्, अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन्, अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन्, सप्तावर्ण संयुते, सप्तावर्ण संयुते, वैराजः पुरुषः अयः असो, वैराज पुरुषो यो असो, वैराज पुरुषो यो यसो। भगवान धारणा आश्रया, भगवान धारणा आश्रया, भगवान धारण आश्रया। अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन्, सप्तावर्ण संयुते, वैराजा पुरुषो यो असो, भगवान धारण आश्रया। अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन्, सप्तावर्ण संयुते, वैराजा पुरुषो योऽसो, भगवान धारणाश्रया। अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन्, सप्तावर्ण समन्विते, नराद पुरुषोऽर्थो धारणाश्रया। अंडकोशे शरीरे अस्मिन् सप्तावर्ण संयुते पुरुषो योऽसौ भगवान धारणाशया. Word to word meaning: अंडकोशे, within the universal cell. Sarire, in the body of. Asmin, this. Sapta, sevenfold. Avarana, coverings. Samyute, having so done. Vairajaha, the gigantic universal. Purusaha, form of the Lord. Yaha, that. Aso, he. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Dharana, conception. Ashaya, object of. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body of the universal cell, which is covered by sevenfold material elements, is the subject for the Virat conception. Translation with repetition: the gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body of the universal cell, which is covered by sevenfold material elements, is the subject for the Virat conception. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Purport: simultaneously, the Lord has multifarious other forms. All of them are identical with the original fountainhead form of the Lord Sri Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, it has been proven that the original, transcendental and eternal form of the Lord is Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead. But by His inconceivable internal potency, Atmaya, He can expand Himself by multifarious forms and incarnation simultaneously, without being diminished in His full potency. He is a complete, and although innumerable complete forms emanate from Him, He is still complete, without any loss. That is His spiritual or internal potency. In the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, manifested His Virat Rupa just to convince the less intelligent class of men who cannot conceive of the Lord as appearing just like a human being, that He factually has the potency of His claim to be the supreme absolute person without any rival or superior. Materialistic man can think, although very imperfectly, of the huge universal space, comprehending an innumerable number of planets as big as the sun. They can see only the circular sky overhead without any information that this universe, as well as many other hundreds and of the thousands of the universes, are each covered by the sevenfold material coverings of water, fire, air, sky, ego, noumenon, and material nature. Just like huge football, pumped and covered, floating on the water of casual ocean, wherein the Lord is lying as a Mahavishnu. All the universes in the seed are emanating from the breathing of Mahavishnu, who is but part of a partial expansion of Lord. And all the universes presided over by Brahmas vanish when the Mahavishnu withdraws his great breath. In this way, The material worlds are being created and vanished by the supreme will of the Lord. The poor foolish materialist can just imagine how ignorantly he puts forward an insignificant creature to become his rival incarnation, simply on the allegation of a dying man. The Virat Rupa was particularly exhibited by the Lord just to give lesson to such foolish men, so that one can accept a person as the incarnation of the Godhead only if such a person is able to exhibit such a Virat Rupa as Lord Krishna did. The materialistic person may concentrate his mind upon the Virat or gigantic form of the Lord in his own interest and as recommended by Sukadeva Goswami, but he must be on the guard not to be misled by the pretenders who claim to be the identical person as Lord Krishna, but are not able to act like him or exhibit the Virat Rupa, comprehending the whole of the universe. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakya Chakchul Unmitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatide Satarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today's verse, Andkose Sarire Asmin Sapta Varna Samyute Vairaja Purso Yoyam Bhagavan Dharana Ashraya. The gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body of universal cell, which is covered by sevenfold material elements, is the subject for the Virat conception. So today's verse, 25th, that is the answer to the question asked by Parikshit Maharaj. So in a previous verse, Parikshit Maharaj had asked question to Sukadeva Goswami. What is that question? He is asking, just I will read out this text number 22. Question asked by Parikshit Maharaj, Rajo Vacha. Raja asked, Yatha Sandhyarate Brahman Dharana Yat Samta Yadarsi Va Hared Asu Purusasya Manomalam. Translation goes like this. The fortunate king Parikshit inquiring, O Brahmana, to Sukadeva Goswami, is asking question to Sukadeva Goswami. Please describe in a full detail how and where the mind has to be applied and how the conception can be fixed so that dirty thing in a person's mind can be removed. So that is the question asked by Parikshit Maharaj. He is asking to Sukadeva Goswami, how like person like us fix our mind and where to fix our mind, so that by fixing the mind, what will happen? That all the dirty thing in a mind, that will go away. Cheto darpana marjanam. So that is what he is asking here, Parikshit Maharaj. So question to the Parikshit Maharaj, now answer. Next verse, Sukadeva Goswami is giving answer. See, Suka Vacha. Here, sorry, Suka Vacha. So translation goes like this. One should control sitting posture, regulate breathing process by yogic pranayama, and thus control the mind and senses, and with the intelligence apply the mind to the gross potency of the Lord. So now Sukadeva Goswami is answering to Parikshit Maharaj of his question, where I can fix my mind. So Sukadeva Goswami is giving answer. You can fix your mind on the this gross universal form of the Lord. So Parikshit Maharaj, being a great Vaishnava, the topmost platform. He is situated on transcendental platform. He is a son of Arjuna. He is personally protected by Lord Krishna himself in womb of his mother. So somebody who is touched by the Lord, who is protected by the Lord, and he is situated in the Mahabhagavata platform. So he is now pure devotee is asking the question, where to fix my mind and how to fix my mind. And what will happen by fixing? So that whatever dirty things are there in my mind can be eradicated, can be removed. So the Mahabhagavata platform situated devotee, Prahlad Maharaj is asking this question not for himself, is asking question for all of us. So he is taking the role of a just ordinary man in order to preach the lesson of the Bhagavatam, to preach the glories of the Lord. He is asking the question to the Sukadeva Goswami. So Sukadeva Goswami is giving the answer, and he is telling you have to control your breathing process. You sit on some elevated platform. After sitting, you close your eyes, then control your breathing, control your mind, control your senses. So these are the process which are the element are involved. These are Ashtanga Yoga process. Ashtanga Yoga. So Sukadeva Goswami is recommending Ashtanga Yoga. As we know that Ashtanga Yoga is inferior to the Bhakti Yoga. In the Yoga ladder, Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, the Yoga ladder is there. Like few days before just 2 days before we celebrated International Yoga Day. So International Yoga Day, people were engaged different kind of like exercise or breathing exercise or some kind of pranayama like this. So Prabhupada is explaining in elsewhere in Bhagavad Gita also and Bhagavatam, yoga means linking ourselves with the God. Yoga, like plus and minus. Yog and Vyog. Vyog means getting away from something, and Yog means getting connected to the something. So here yoga refers the connecting that soul to the super soul. That is called the yoga. Linking the soul to the super soul. That is the real yoga. So in this yoga ladder, Lord says different yoga system like Karma Yoga. After Karma Yoga, it will be Jnana Yoga. After Jnana Yoga, then Dhyana Yoga. Then Dhyana Yoga, finally it will lead to the Bhakti Yoga. So in the yoga ladder, the lower level is a Karma Yoga. Do your karma and offer result to the service of the Lord. Some people they work outside. Sometimes they come, they give donation to the temple. So it's a Karma Yoga process. So they are giving for the right cause. So that is Karma Yoga process. Jnana Yoga. Next, when person is engaged in a Karma Yoga process, gradually he gets elevated to the next level. That is Jnana Yoga. He comes to the senses, to the knowledge. Oh, something is supreme. I have to meditate on that supreme. Jai Shri Krishna Bama ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. So the Karma Yoga, that yogi is practicing the Karma Yoga, gradually gets elevated to the Jnana Yoga. In the Jnana Yoga, he comes in the senses, that is the supreme. I have to meditate on him. So this Jnana Yoga, not meditate, he has to just trying to inquire about that supreme understanding. So that Jnana start coming. So he understand whatever this energy, this material energy is there, this Prakriti is very powerful and Prakriti is acting very wonderfully. So the Jnana Yoga, he comes to this knowledge, something is supreme. So he start understanding about that nature of this Prakriti. So gradually that Jnana Yoga, the Jnana Yogi, by this Jnana process, by many birth, then comes to the understanding of Dhyana Yoga. Then he comes to the platform of the Supreme that is present as a Paramatma in every part and parcel, every part, every kana. So this super soul which is situated, each one of us, the atom. So that is the super soul. So this Jnana yogi, then come to the dhyana yogi. So dhyana yogi comes to the understanding dhyana on the super soul is highest. Then furthermore, he meditates on the Lord, then the dhyana yoga process leads to the bhakti yoga process. Bhakti yoga means coming in a touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and serving Him lovingly. In a Paramatma feature that is not there. That love and affection and offering all the service to the Lord. That dhyana is there only. So this bhakti yoga process is the highest in the ladder of yoga. So as explained in today's verse, Prabhupada is telling this yoga, the materialistic person, he is completely absorbed in the materialistic way of life. What is the materialistic way of life? Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. So, ahar, nidya, bhaya, maithuna. So these are the four activities completely absorbed into that. This is the goal of life. His goal of life, just maximize the sense enjoyment. He is living for the sense enjoyment, that's all. My senses are satisfied, I am highly happy. So that is the goal of the materialistic person. So that is the goal of materialistic person, to enjoy the senses in a maximized way so that he can derive material pleasure. So materialistic person, he does not have any idea about the God. No idea at all, because his mind is fully contaminated. So his mind is on just enjoyment. Let me enjoy all around, that's all. That is the goal of life of materialistic person. That's why materialistic person cannot understand the God. Either lower realization or middle realization or the topmost realization. Brahman realization, Paramatma realization or Bhagavan realization. So that kind of jnana, that kind of knowledge doesn't take place in the heart of materialistic person, because he just goal of life, beg, borrow, steal and enjoy, like this. So we can understand the perception of the materialistic person is a very narrow. Very narrow. So we can understand this concept by the analogy given by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada explains Dr. Frog philosophy. What is a Dr. Frog philosophy? Prabhupada explains there is a frog in an ocean, and nearby ocean there is a one well also. So frog from the ocean comes and drops inside the well. So inside the well, that now two varieties of frog. One frog belongs to the well, another frog just now dropped into from the ocean. So there are two kind of frogs. So now the frog from the ocean is explaining, I have come from the ocean, and that ocean is so huge, so big, unlimited water. By hearing the words of the frog from the ocean, another frog which is well frog from the well. Oh, then he hears and he doesn't believe on the words of frog from the ocean. He says, so such a big, huge, gigantic mass of water in ocean. So this conversation starts. So this frog from the well, he replies, okay, you have come from such a big place. Okay, let me understand the place you belong to, like that, which is ocean. Let me understand from my purview. So he says, maybe your ocean will be maybe maximum of this well, because the frog is born in a well. So his mentality, his understanding is only within the purview of well. So that much diameter, that much depth of the well, that much he knows. Frog in a well. So frog in a well has very narrow understanding about the ocean. So frog from the ocean, he says, no, is a huge mass of water. So frog from the well says, no, maybe double of this diameter, maybe double water of the well will be in the ocean. She says, no, not that much water. It will be much more water. Then he starts speculating. frog from the well start speculating. Oh, maybe 10 times more water will be there in the ocean. So that is the mentality of materialistic person. So materialistic person has very narrow understanding about this world, about the creator of this world. So the point is, materialistic person cannot reach to the understanding of the ocean. He can never ever understand until unless he follows the instruction of the frog from the ocean. He goes inside the ocean, and after going inside the ocean, he can understand, oh, huge, that much water in ocean. No comparison with the well. So, Dr. Frog philosophy, Prabhupada says, in order to show them this, the understanding of materialistic person is a completely compact, completely narrow. He cannot come to the conclusion, he cannot understand the God, never ever in their life, until unless he goes to the ocean. Similarly, materialistic person, he cannot understand the God, because his goal is just enjoy the senses, maximize the sense enjoyment, that's all. So, with this, materialistic person always looking for different enjoyment in this world, to how to satisfy our senses. So Prabhupada explained the same thing, narrow understanding of materialistic person, with one more example. Just like now these days, Indian government, they have launched various plans in a prison house. They are looking after the prisoners to be improved in the prisoners, they can be evolved in their consciousness. So prisoners, they are doing whatever crime, based on the crime, severity of crime, different category of crime, they are put behind the bar in the prison house. So in the prison house, these prisoners, they are just like in a jail, or they have different schedule in a day. What time they get up, particular time is there, they get up. Then after that, no bathing, nothing, because their lifestyle is completely dirty. So, like this, then some food will be given, is proper cooked or not cooked, like this. Like this is a program for them throughout the day. After they have to work something, break some kind of, make a ditch, break some stone, some engagement is there for them. Other they become crazy. They are already crazy. So they become extremely crazy. So, in a prison house, the prisoners, they are there, and sometime outside person, some kind of minister, they do the visit inside the jail. They go for their welfare. They go inspire them, motivate them, so that they can one day come out from the jail. Jail is not the proper place for them. So, sometime minister goes inside the jail, and that time, minister is visiting and meeting the people. How are you? How the things are going on? Are you okay? Like this, it starts conversation with the qaidis or prisoners. So now that the visiting person in a jail who has gone for inspiring them, the other prisoners, sometimes they speculate, they assume or imagine, oh, one more qaidi has come, oh, one more fellow has come, one more victim has come. So now the prisoners who are in a jail, they are thinking within the preview of their jail confinement, because they have spent many years there. So they have conception of the jail life. They don't know means the current status of the society. So wrongly understanding, this visiting person also will be the one of the prisoner. That is the wrong understanding of prisoner who are staying in a jail. So this is another example. The person who is inside the jail, his consciousness or his conception, perception or purview, that is completely narrow. He cannot understand currently what is going on in outside the jail. Like different programs are happening, so many things are happening outside. Life is so free, so nicely people are not surviving whatever ways compared to the jail. So this jail example and Dr. Frog philosophy example that explains the lower understanding of materialistic person who cannot understand what is the form of the Lord, how the form look like, how the Lord look like. So that is explained in today's verse. What is explained today's verse? Prabhupada says, materialistic man can think, although very imperfectly, of huge universal space, comprehending an innumerable number of planets as big as the sun. They can see only the circular sky overhead without any information that this universe like this. So materialistic person he does not have any idea about the God, the transcendental form of the Lord. So actually there is a creator of this creation. Either this creation, as we know that in a Bhagavad Gita, this is a material creation. We have one higher creation, that is spiritual creation, spiritual world. So spiritual creation and material creation, that is created by the person, that personality. And that personality is the God. And that God has a transcendental feature. So people don't know about the God, then how they will come to know about the transcendental features of the God? So they don't have understanding about the transcendental feature of the Lord. So what are the transcendental feature of the Lord? That is explained by Brahma in a Brahma Samhita. What he explains? He says in a Brahma Samhita, Advaitam Achyudam Anadi Ananta Rupam Adam Purana Purusham No Yavanam Cha Vedesu Durladam Adurlamam Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Lord Brahma, the first living creature, he is explaining about the God. So we should hear about the God from the highest personality. Either we can hear directly from the God or representative of the God. Like Brahma is a representative of the God. So Brahma is telling that Lord, the transcendental feature of the God, what are the transcendental features? Advaitam Achyudam Anadi Anantarupam. Advaitam, so that the Supreme Almighty, that absolute truth is a Advaitam. There is no two God. Entire creation, there is no two God, only one God. Advaitam. Dvaitam means two. Advaitam means only one. So there is only one God. There is no two God. Like two gods are here. No. In current state can be two prime minister. This phenomenon, whatever currently going on, can be two prime minister. No, only one will be there. So the supreme absolute truth, Lord, who is the Lord Sri Krishna, is only one. There is no other God. There is no secondary or second absolute truth. We have only one absolute truth, which is Lord Sri Krishna. So Advaitam, Achyutam. So the second transcendental feature of the Lord is Achyutam. He never deteriorates. There are two meanings. Srila Prabhupada gives Achyutam. There are two meanings. First meaning, one who does not fall down from the highest position to the lower position is Achyutam. Chuta means fallible, fall down. Achyutam means never falls down. So that the Supreme Lord, he never falls down from his highest position. So that is the point. Second meaning, Prabhupada says, one whose creation or whose body doesn't get deteriorate. Achyutam. So Lord is one of the transcendental nature of the Lord. He is Achyutam. His body doesn't get deteriorates. As we know that this feature of the Lord, like when Lord Sri Krishna appeared, so Lord appeared, and we see that Lord, after getting born, then Lord did the Leela in Vrindavan Dham. After Vrindavan, Lord went to the Mathura. There he performed his pastime. Furthermore, he went to the Dwarka. And after that Dwarka, we can see from the childhood till Mahabharata war, or till Lord wound up his pastime, Lord body never gets deteriorates and become old or something like that. So Prabhupada says, when Mahabharata war was happening, Lord Krishna's age was approximately 125 years. And he was appearing like just 16 years old boy. So if we become 100, we cross 100, so what will be our body features? We'll walk in a bend, we'll not able to see, we'll not able to hear properly, our digestion go off, everything go off, no hunger. So we'll be like, our body becomes almost invalid, almost just going to just finish this work in this life. So the Achyutam is a Lord body or body of the Lord. It doesn't get deteriorated. Achyutam. Second feature of the Lord, Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Anantarupam. So Anadi, Lord does not have any beginning. He does not have any end. There is a no beginning. There is a no end. So Lord has the beginning. That means somebody superior to the Lord. If suppose we can understand with example of a train. One train is moving on the track. There are the 10 bogies in a train, and train is moving. So 10th bogie is the last bogie. Okay. So bogie number 10 is moving because of bogie number 9 is pulling the bogie number 10. That's why it's moving towards the destination. So bogie number 10, what is the cause of bogie number 10 to move forward? Bogie number 9. That is the cause. Then we go next level. What is the cause of bogie number 9? So what is the cause of bogie number 9? Bogie number 8 is pulling towards the destination. So similarly, if you come to bogie number 1, so what is the cause of bogie number 1? Bogie number 1, it has capacity to pull own self or itself? No. Bogie number 1 is getting pulled because of engine. Engine is pulling the entire train, all bogie number 1 to bogie number 10. So now, if you think engine also getting pulled by somebody, that is wrong. That's what people say. Some people, materialistic people, think if he is a God, then some more above will be there. Then he is not the God. That's true. God is the cause of all causes. He does not have anyone superior. He is superior among all. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Mattaha nanat kinchite asidhanja. So Lord says, there is nothing is superior to me. I am the topmost. Because he is the topmost, that's why he is telling I am the topmost. Suppose this house belongs to me. I can tell is my house. Other people, my neighbor cannot say is my house. If my house, then I can claim is my house. And suppose somebody is a big man, is the owner of the factory, he can claim I am the owner of the factory. Not a labor can say, oh, I am the owner of the factory. No. The highest person can claim this belongs to him. So with this example, Prabhupada explains, engine is pulling the entire train because engine is a self-sufficient. Engine does not need any external support to come and getting pulled towards the destination. No, because engine itself is sufficient, self-sufficient. Similarly, the Lord, He is a Lord, He Himself is a self-sufficient to run the entire creation. He need not take any support from external thing. So, there is no superior cause for the Lord. Then, Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Anantarupam. So, Lord takes Ananta form. Now, coming to this Anantarupam. So, Lord, when descent in this world, incarnates in this world, He takes different forms like Varaha form, Narsimha form, Lord Rama Chandra. So Lord takes different form, incarnations. So this incarnation of the Lord, they are unlimited incarnation of the Lord. Every moment, somewhere or some other universe, Lord is doing the Leela. Different incarnations are happening of the Lord. So Upa says, just like number of the waves in the ocean, that many incarnations are taking place. Means unlimited incarnation of the Lord taking place in a different part of the different universes. So this Lord then takes the form. It's just not like that. Lord has incarnated. So the original form of the Lord is a diminished. It's not like that. So that is another transcendental feature of the Lord, the Supreme Absolute Truth. So it is explained in Ishopanishad. What is that? Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam Udachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasisate. Lord says, Vishnu says, Purnasya Purnam Adaya. Lord is a complete. He is a complete. And from the complete, something comes out that is also complete. Like Prabhupada says, 1 minus 1. What will be the answer? 1 minus 1? 0. That is, in a material world, that law works, mathematical law, these are the laws, works within the purview of material nature. But spiritual realm, the spiritual platform, 1 minus 1 equal to 1. That's why Purnamada Purnamidam. So Lord is a complete, He is a completely perfect. From Him something comes out, that is also complete. So like original personality of Godhead is the Lord Sri Krishna. From Him Lord Balarama expands. He is a plenly expansive Lord Balarama. So Lord Balarama has come out, or we can say incarnate, or we can say in a plenary level from Lord Krishna. It does not mean that Lord Krishna's power has come down. Lord Himself is a complete, Krishna is a complete, and He can like clone. Today's, in technical term, we can understand clone. So another clone of the Lord, that clone is equally potent and powerful like the original. So that is explained how the different incarnation of the Lord or expansion of the Lord comes in this world. That is explained in Brahma Samhita by Brahma again. What he explains? He explains, Deepa rachir evi dasantra abhupetya Deepa yate vivata hetu samana dharma Yastagada evahi vishnutaya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So Lord Krishna is original, He is a fountainhead of all incarnation. He is the original God. He is the original. Suppose you have 10 candles. You have 10 candles. One candle is lit up. One candle is lit up. So you take second candle and light from the first candle. So now second candle is got lit up from the first candle. Then you take third candle and again lit up from the first candle. So originally you had one candle lighting up. He was giving the light, illuminating all around. It was illuminating. So from the first candle, we can light many candles as we do, right? First, so all the candles which are illuminating, we have taken from the, all are got lit from the candle number 1. So candle 1 and all other candles, their the potency, their the quality of light, their illumination, it will be the same. It's not like all other candle got lit up, so candle number 1 became diminished or very low in a potency. No. So Lord, how many incarnation He can take? Unlimited incarnation, unlimited expansion. But original personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, it doesn't get diminished in potency or some kind of depreciation. No, nothing like that. That's why Lord is known as Purnata. Purna. Lord is a Purnam. He is a complete. So as we say, this creation is a product of the Lord, is created by the Lord, as Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, right? Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matta bhajante mam buddha bhav samanvitaha. So Lord says, this creation, material creation has come from the Lord. So we also have come from the Lord. So Lord has potency to produce the living entity. Okay? So that is one of the potency of the Lord. Now, we are the product of the Lord. Lord has created us. So we also have the potency to produce the children. So Lord has, whatever Lord has given, that is complete. This material world also is a complete. In the sense, it has all the function which are getting executed in spiritual world. So Lord creation in all the aspect is a complete. Like this material world, whatever, anything is born, then sustains, gradually dwindles, finally finishes. So this process is there. Like people, they beget the children. So they got this capacity, just like Lord can produce, people, like people of the world also they can produce. So this is the feature of the Lord. Lord, original Lord, it doesn't get deteriorate if Lord expand Himself in a different incarnation or expansions. So as we understand this feature of the Lord from the pastime of Lord Krishna in a Dwarka. So Lord Krishna, as we know that, Lord got married with how many queens? 2 queens, only 2 queens. Lord got married with 16,108 queens. So Lord was residing in Dwarka, and Lord constructed them 16,108 palaces, and each palace, each queen of the Lord was there. So once Narad Muni happened to visit Dwarka, so he wanted to meet Lord Krishna after since long time. So he went to the one house, one of the palace in a Dwarka to meet Lord Krishna. So he saw that Lord, he was with his queen and talking family affairs. So he saw, oh, Lord is doing this activity in this house. He's talking with his wife in this palace. Let me go next palace, palace number 2. Let me see what Lord is doing there. So Narad Muni again went there and peeped and saw, oh, Lord was playing with his son. Lord Krishna was playing with his son in second house, palace. So he thought, oh, Lord is doing this activity. Then other palace, again Narad Muni went. Then he saw Lord, he was in a garden was there. He was giving some instruction to some gardener, something like to give instruction to somebody. So like this, he was visiting each palace of the Dwarka. He found Lord was present simultaneously in all the palaces, 16,108. So that is the transcendental nature of the God. That is God. Somebody says, I am the God. You tell him, can you expand in a one more expansion, one more clone. One more clone is sufficient to prove you are a God. So elsewhere, I heard lecture from our senior devotees. So yogis also have that potency. Yogi also can expand his body, his existence, and in another multi-form he can also expand. But yogi does not have the feature like Lord. What is that? Yogi in a one place, he raises the hand, then his expansion, suppose another six expansions are there. So all the 5 expansions, 6 expansion, there also you raise the hand same. So same raising left hand will happen to the all. Each expansion of the yogi cannot act independently. All are connected. So yogi's expansions are very limited. But unlike yogi, the Lord Krishna in 16,108 palaces, Lord was present simultaneously. He was engaged. He was doing his leela with his devotees, with his children, with his wife, all the leelas. So this proves that the Lord transcendental nature, this is the one of the transcendental quality of the Supreme Lord. So Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham No Yonam Cha. So Purana Purusham. So Lord is a Purana Purusha. Lord is the most historical person. History. Suppose history of the world, we go trace, we go AD, then BC, beyond the BC, 200 BC, 300 BC, or 3000 BC, like this. So, but Lord is the most oldest personality in the entire creation. So my grandfather, when I was there, so grandfather was very old. Then gradually, like he used to help in anything, take me to school, take me for this, help in us, all this thing. So one day he passed away, like this. This is a natural phenomena of this world. So if we see any old person, so we can understand like that span of life is limited. There was a beginning of like when he was born and going to be end also. We can make out. He is an old fellow. How long he will sustain? It may be some more years. So, but Lord Sri Krishna's one of the transcendental qualities is a Purana Purusha. He is a Purusha Purana. He is the most historical personality in the entire creation, is still existing. Like old people, one day they will finish and vanish from this world. So, as we say, Prabhupada says, some people, they assume, materialistic person, they assume God must be the old person, so he will be very tired, because old person, body has become old, so many things is on his head. So Prabhupada says, atlas, we know that atlas of the entire globe. So some places people, they put the picture, God is very old and bent and holding one atlas ball bit and holding, and with a great difficulty is holding. So Prabhupada says, God is not like this. God is, even though he's the oldest personality in the entire creation, is still, he is a no yovanam. That is the next feature of absolute truth, transcendental nature of the Lord. So this Lord, like no yovanam. So Lord is always no yavan. His body never deteriorates. So Lord expand himself through the internal potency. So materialistic person that they don't understand how Lord is expanding. Like Lord is present in his Dhamma as a personality, as well as simultaneously is present in this world also. How? So Lord is present through his potency, through his energy. Lord has multifarious energy, potency. So less like sun is present in one place, but sunlight is spreading across the globe, our entire creation, our entire universe. So sun is one place, and inside the sun God is sitting. Who is controlling the sun planet? Sun God sitting in a sun planet. So God is one of the features, sun God. Next level, sun planet. Third level, sun sign, which is coming to the earth planet. So there are three categories of the God. Sun God, sun planet, and sun sign. So these are the three different level of realization of absolute truth. So absolute truth, which includes material creation, spiritual creation, all the living entity, including the Lord himself. That is absolute truth. There is nothing beyond the absolute truth. Entire everything altogether is called absolute truth. So materialistic person, he has this narrow understanding about the God. He does not know these are the transcendental feature of the Lord. And Lord, all this Leela he does, when he descends in this world as a human being. So people misunderstand. Materialistic people, they don't have knowledge about the God. They are not inclined toward the God. They misunderstand the Lord as a person. That is also explained in Bhagavad Gita. Lord says, so avajananti mam mudha. So the foolish person, he understands the God just like he himself. Like Dr. Frog philosophy. Dr. Frog philosophy, frog in a well, he is trying to understand with the purview of well, with the well. He can never ever he can understand the capacity of ocean. That's why Lord is misunderstood in this world, because people think like me only. They don't know that even though when Krishna was present personally 5,000 years before, most of the population, they could not understand he is a supreme personality of Godhead. Very few elevated soul, they could understand he is a supreme personality of Godhead. So that's why Lord says, whenever I come in this world, I come with my internal potency. So this internal potency of the Lord, that is making to run this entire creation. And even though Lord is present in one place, or sometime in order to do his loving pastime with the devotee, he descends. Okay, so the today's world, like materialistic person, because of narrow understanding, low consciousness, he cannot realize the God. For them, for this kind of people, here Parikshit Maharaj is asking the question for them. Being a Mahabhagavata, in a Mahabhagavata platform, he is asking for us this question to the Sukadeva Goswami. And Sukadeva Goswami is answering for the benefit of whole this society, materialistic society, so that one day we can understand the God, at least primarily understanding, basic understanding of the God we can have. But that is Virat Rupa of the Lord. Like 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord exhibits his universal form of the Lord, Virat Rupa, Vishwadarsana. So Lord, in the Vishwadarsana, he is such a ferocious form of the Lord, that Vishwarupa. Then Arjuna becomes very afraid of that. Then Lord again comes back to the Syama Sundara form, the two-handed form of the Lord. Then Arjuna becomes so happy and pleased. So devotee of the Lord, they are not behind this universal form of the Lord. That is for the people who are materialistic, who have lower understanding about the creator of this world. For them, this Virat Rupa is recommended. They can meditate, they can understand like how this lower planetary system is considered as a ankles of the Lord or knees of the Lord. Furthermore, middle planetary system, then that is the thigh and belly of the Lord. Upper planetary system, that is considered as the head of the Lord. So like this, they can gradually, materialistic person come to the understanding, to the, finally, from this Virat Rupa to the Brahman platform, to the Brahman to the Paramatma, Paramatma to the personality of Godhead. So the highest realization of the absolute truth is the supreme personality of Godhead. And the God in a two-handed form, with a flute, with a peacock feather, Syam Sundara form of the Lord is the highest realization of absolute truth, which is given by Srila Prabhupada to the whole world. Lord doesn't want to come in this world. Lord does not have any motive to come this world. He comes on the call of his pure devotee. Just like some elsewhere I was hearing, this world is considered as a very rotten place. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakurji Maharaj says, this world is a not good place for the gentleman. Because all hypocrisies, all problem, all corruption, all nonsense activity people are doing in this world. So, Lord comes in this world on the request of his pure devotee. He comes and then he performs Leela with his pure devotee. And with this Leela, other people, materialistic people, they get attracted by the Leela of the Lord, an Adbhuta feature of the Lord, wonderful activity of the Lord. They get attracted with that and they start like knowing about the Lord. And they develop this jnana about the Lord, and jnana that leads to the bhava. That furthermore, they get absorbed in a serving of the Lord. So serving the personal feature of the Lord in the form of Archa Vigraha, that is the highest goal of human form of life. So as Prabhupada has given throughout the world in ISKCON temples, like Lord is present in Archa Vigraha form, we can offer whatever out of love, we can offer to Prabhupada and Prabhupada offer to Krishna. And this offering is received by the Lord. It's not like any metal or stone or wood. It's a personally Lord is present there. The form of the Lord, that is Satchidanand Vigraha. Deity form of the Lord, Satchidanand Vigraha. So Lord is personally present into that. That is a no more material form, is a transcendental form, is a spiritual form of the Lord. We don't have eyes to see the spiritual form. That's why Lord has entered in the deity form, and this deity, whatever metal has become spiritualized, is a spiritual form of the Lord. So that one more transcendental nature of the Lord, like Lord can perform any activity through his any indri, any senses. So as explained by Brahma, he says, Angani yes sakalandi vritti manti. So Angani, any limb of the Lord, any part of the Lord, it has capacity to do any other activity of another sense. Lord can eat from the eyes. Can you believe? Lord can eat through the eyes. We can eat through the mouth. But Lord can eat through the ears also. He can eat through the ears. Because, why like this? Because every part of the body of the Lord is equally potent, is a complete. Eyes can eat. That indriya, that potency of one indriya has all the feature of another indriya, other part of the body of the Lord. That's why Sakal Indriya. So Sakal Indriya, the function of Sakal Indriya is there in each indriya. So that's why Lord is a complete. Lord is a complete. If any portion of Lord you take, is a complete. That's why he is a Purnamada. Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam Vasisate. Whatever we taken out from the Purna, that is also Purna. After taking out that Purna, balance also Purna. So that's why Lord is a complete Purna all around. So these are the transcendental feature of the Lord, which materialistic cannot understand this. And so Prabhupada explained today's verse how Lord is a transcendental in nature, and these are the features, transcendental feature of the Lord, and devotee should engage, should know that, so that their understanding about the God become more deeper, their faith on the Lord become more deeper, more, and faith should not be the faith, it should be complete faith. Complete faith. It should not be like we start with a 0, 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1. It should reach to the 100. Like Prabhupada has 100% faith, complete faith on the Lord. So Prabhupada level is 100% faith on the Lord. Our is some point level. So by knowing the transcendent nature of the Lord, we develop more and more faith on the Lord. More and more become devoted in our service, devoted in all activities. This way, the day will come, by mercy of Prabhupada, by the blessing of Prabhupada, we also attain the 100% faith on the Lord, and that is the beginning of going back to the Godhead. That day will go back to Godhead by the mercy of Prabhupada. So with this we'll end here. Srimad-Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.